What's up, guys? Today we're going to show you how to create a build-up right before the drop using some pitch shifting. So the first thing we did was we loaded up this riser. And then under that riser, we just created kind of like a rolling snare. And if you do that right before the drop, it could sound okay, but it also is pretty repetitive, especially if there isn't a lot of movement with the snare. So what we want to do is we want to add a couple plugins, and then we want to do some automation so that the snare roll will match the energy that you can hear in the riser. So the first thing we did was we added a plugin called Sound Shifter. This allows you to pitch up the sound of the snares. So we would click Automate, you'd click on Pitch, and you'd click on Add, and that allows you in this Automation tab to automate the sound of your Sound Shifter plugin. We're going to do the same thing with a reverb, and then the last thing we were going to do is I like to put a high pass filter after a reverb. What we do is we go to the automation tabs here, and we're going to start playing with all these things. So the first one is about halfway through, we're going to select pitch. Towards the end here, we're going to select pitch, and we're going to bring it up all the way. In the mix automation for the reverb, we're not going to go all the way to the top of 100. It'll be too much reverb, but we're going to put just enough reverb so that you can expand the sound while it builds up. Lastly, what we're going to do is while the reverb builds up, we're going to create a high pass filter automation, and you want to cut out the mud as it builds up to around 400. Automate it just like that. So instead of having a very flat snare roll that just repeats itself over and over, as this riser builds up, we're going to create some more tension, some more movement in the track, and then really expand this build up just before a drop. So here's what it would sound like given all of these changes that we've made. And that right there is how you create a build-up using some pitch shifting. Take it easy.